6 ham-made products for amateur radio inside of the ham radio world. These are items that are made by hams for hams. My top 6 picks for the end of 2025, coming into 2026. Let's go. Once again, these are 6 items that are not made by corporate Japan or corporate America or a corporation, a big company. These are ham-made radio products that I have used almost all of them. I've used all but one of them. Okay, and I've got a couple of samples here for you as well. I've used all but one of them, and these are ones that I highly recommend. The first one is going to be the Iigate Mini. Now, we just did a live stream about this product on one of my Sunday live streams just a couple of weeks ago, and we sat down, we plugged this thing up, I showed you how it worked, I showed you what the web page looked like, and how easy it was to use. This is basically an Iigate, and it can act as a digipeater and or Iigate. It's only about 1 watt. It will digipede or Iigate your APRS signal from over FM from your analog radio, from your radio that's beaconing APRS over FM. Now, what that means is a digipeater will take a signal and just repeat it, like talking on a 2-meter or a 70-centimeter repeater in your local area. An Iigate takes that signaling not only, and you can turn digipeding on and off, and you can turn Igating on and off, and you can do them individually. You can tell it only to digipede, only to Igate, or do both. Okay, so a digipeater will increase the range of your signal if you have it on a tall antenna somewhere outside, something like that. And you can set this up at a campsite, put it up on a spider beams or a POTA 20 mast or something like that, get it up on an Edfong J pole, get it up on a higher antenna, and you can use it as a digipeater at a campsite in a national park where there's usually not any cell signal, so you can use it that way. When you're Igating a signal, that means you're taking that signal and you're sending it to APRS.FI over the internet. So then you can use it over a much wider area because you're incorporating the internet at that point. So I can send you an APRS message from Texas to anywhere in the world as long as you're near an Iigate and I'm near an Iigate. I've got my Iigate Mini running in the truck right now. So send me an APRS message at KC5HWB-7. Okay, that's my HT that I'm monitoring pretty much every day. Got my HT in my pocket right now. Basically, since the Huntsville Hamfest of 2025, which was in August of 2025, I've been carrying my BTEC Pro. Not on the list today, because it's made by a corporation. I've been carrying my BTEC Pro and monitoring APRS since the Hamfest, and the Iigate Mini has made it very easy to do and very easy to send messages to and from an HT running APRS droid. So the Iigate Mini is our first one we're going to talk about today. The second one we're going to talk about today is one that I ran in the truck for a long, long time. I'm currently running a different version of All-Star Node, and we're going to talk about that one in another video soon. But I've got 2 of these running right now. I've got one at home, and I've got one... Well, I've got 2 at home, but only one's powered up right now. This is a Sherry Pi Hat. These will work for... This is an All-Star Node. It's what this does. It takes a Raspberry Pi and connects it to this Pi Hat. This is a Pi Hat. This is a USB version up here at the top. This is a Pi Hat version for a UHF Pi, or a UHF... The Pi Hat is a UHF version. You can get it in monoband, 2 meters or 70 centimeters, either one. There's a couple different versions here. There's a version with a fan in it. All enclosed case there, a USB dongle. But these are made by kits4hams.com. Kits, the number 4hams.com. Not an affiliate link, not a sponsored link at all. Neither was the Iigate Mini. And this is one of the best All-Star units that I have used. I ran this All-Star. I ran a Pi Hat 4, a UHF Pi Hat 4, UHF on 70 centimeters on a Raspberry Pi 4. Ran that in the truck for probably about a year and a half, actually. And it worked great, and I really like the compact nature, the compact design of the Sherry Pi Hat, and this is one of the best All-Star units to connect your analog radio to All-Star that you can use. I run a constant All-Star hub on 43136. If you're on All-Star, connect to us at 43136, and just let us know who you are, what you're doing, and what's going on in your world of amateur radio. All-Star is great, and I really enjoy being on it. The next one we're going to talk about today is the DigiRig. DigiRig, if you've been to a Hamfest in the last 2 or 3 years, you've probably met Dennis, creator of DigiRig. He usually hangs out with the Gigaparts guys at their booth. This is a very lightweight, low-cost, compact-designed external modem for connecting your radio to basically anything you need a digital connection for. So you can use a DigiRig to do FT8, connect a radio to WSJTX, perhaps like an older IC706 Mark IIG or an IC7000 or an FT857. One of these older radios that does not have a built-in sound card in it, you can use a DigiRig to connect it and do FT8, JS8 call, PSK31, pretty much all of your digital modes over HF. You can also use it to connect to a VHF UHF radio, and it will allow you to do WinLink and APRS over a radio that does not have it built in. So it acts as an external modem. Right up here at the top of this page is featured the DigiRig Lite. This one comes with a USB-C connector on one end and then the radio connector on the other end. So you take it and you plug it into, say, your IC7000 or your FT857, or even your Yaesu VX6 or Baofeng radio, something like that, and then you plug the USB-C into an Android tablet and you can run APRS Droid from a Baofeng, or you can, if you have an HF radio, you can send WinLink mail over HF, or you can even do APRS over HF. So the DigiRig is very robust. Like I said, small, lightweight, compact, handmade by Dennis. I forget Dennis's call sign, K0NX. I think that's his call sign, K0NX, Dennis. Great guy. If you ever see him at the Gigaparts booth at a Hamfest, great product, great guy, very good support. So check out DigiRig. Link for this and everything else will be in the description below. Now, today's video is not really sponsored, but I started a subscription service for mystery boxes in May of 2025. We're just, and these renew every 60 days. So we're coming up on the 4th renewal of these. I've got some really exciting products. Several of the products that we're talking about today, including the last one that we just talked about. What was the last product I just talked about? Hopefully you guys were paying attention and saw the very last product I just talked about. So that product will be included in a future mystery box in one of my subscription renewals sometime in 2026. I reached out to a lot of different manufacturers, small, large, medium, all of the manufacturers, and I said, hey, I want to start including some of your products on my mystery boxes. And most of them replied and said, yes, absolutely. What do you need? Let's do it. Happy to help. These are products that I am purchasing at a bulk discounted rate and offering to you in a mystery box so that you get value out of your mystery box. The $40, $75, and $110 boxes usually have anywhere from 20 to 50% of value higher than the price you're going to pay for them. So that is the goal, and I'm building that as time goes on. So ham radio, camping, and off-grid centric mystery boxes, 3 levels right now. Sign up today, renews every 60 days. It'll renew in November of 2025 and then again in January of 2026 and every other month for the rest of that year. Got some exciting new stuff coming up, so you guys go check that out. The next one we're going to talk about today, number 4, is the QRP Labs QMX Mini. Now, I actually have one of these. I have one of these QMX Minis that I picked up I ordered at Dayton Hamvention earlier this year. And I had picked up a kit for one of these, I think it was last year. There's several different versions of this QMX. There's a QMX, which is the latest model that has, that they just recently added single sideband to it through a firmware update. They had the QDX and the QDX and Q something. I don't know. They had one that was FT8 only. They had one that was CW only. The QMX adds everything together. It has CW and FT8, which it had straight out of the box. And then, like I said, for a firmware update, they just added single sideband. It is definitely a QRP rig. $120 is the kit. Assembled is $152. You can see all that right here. QMX is available as either a kit or assembled. Assembled, tested, and adjusted transceiver. Click here for that. And I just went ahead and bought the assembled product. Now, one of the reasons I did that is because I know a couple guys who are much more proficient in soldering than I am, and they said that they had bought the product. They're like, look, I could build it if I wanted to, but I don't really feel like it. I didn't have the time. So I'm like, you know what? That's my problem with kits. I have built kits before in the past. I really do enjoy it. Those Sherry pie hats that we talked about a little bit ago that were product number 2 on today's video. I've built those kits on a live stream before and invited several other YouTubers on. We built that kit more than one time. Built that kit, and that's a pretty easy build. But this QMX kit was a little bit, what I considered a little bit over my head, so I went ahead and bought the assembled kit last year. The versions are 60, 80, 40, 30, and 20, or 20, 17, 15, 12, 11, 11 includes 11 meters, and 10. Or you can get kind of like a combination of those two. CW, FSK, digital, and single sideband modes, upper and lower. All features of the QCX Mini. QCX, I think, was the CW one. I don't know. Like I said, there was one that was CW only, and there was one that was FT8 only. And I thought these are just great kits. These guys are in 4 days in May, in May before Handvention. They're in Dayton Handvention. Really good, very well-made kits coming out of Germany, Denmark, somewhere over there. Looks like they're did a little bit of digging on the website. Looks like they're currently made in Turkey. Hans Summers. Hans is the guy who makes these. He has a UK call sign, a Gulf Zero call sign, but it looks like currently they are made in originally made in the UK, but currently made in Turkey. But anyway, either way, these are very, very well-made kits. They're number 4 on today's list, and I hope that if this is something, if you like a really compact, well-made QRP radio design, this is definitely one you should look at. Number 5 today are the batteries and a couple other accessories as well, but mainly today we're going to talk about the batteries. The batteries made by W0AEZ Kevin. And on my desk right now, I have my Kenwood D75 HT. It's got the expanded 5 amp hour battery on the back of it. He does now make a standoff that you can 3D print and put your belt clip back on there. I need to do that. I just haven't done that yet. But these batteries are fantastic. I've used one on my Yaesu radio for about 1.5 years. I got this Kenwood one earlier this year when he started making these, and they've always been really good. They have a USB-C charger on the bottom of them so that you can charge them via USB-C. You no longer need your desk cradle for these radios. No longer need the stock barrel connector, which you can still keep it and use it. But these are all USB-C chargeable batteries, 5 amp hour batteries, 18650s in a 3D printed case, and they work very, very well. I do have a 5% off discount code on this website. I believe the coupon code is KC5HWB, but check the link in the description below. I'll share the link to this and everything else we talk about today. I don't have a coupon for many of the websites, but I do have a coupon for this website. So you can save 5% from the Kenwood battery. This one right here, you can see he's got my logo on this one. We worked together on that design sometime last year. So discontinued colors. Stay tuned for a new release. He's working on an update to that, of course. And he's got a regular FT5 battery, or he's got one for the, FT5 right here. This is a kit you can get from him. He's got one for an FT70 Yaesu, and I think that's the only 3 radios he makes right now. Is the FT70, the Kenwood D74, D75, and the Yaesu FT3, FT5 series. So all of those are made. But he does a fantastic job. Handmade gear. He makes them all himself. 5% discount with my coupon code, so check that out at the link in the description below. The last one we're going to talk about today, number 6, this is Aetherwave antennas. Now, what is Aetherwave antennas? Who is that? You ever heard of Aetherwave antennas? I bet you have. I bet you have. These are N9SAB antennas. These are Tim, N9SAB. These are his antennas. And I don't know when he came up with the name Aetherwave. Maybe he's had it from day one. I don't know. I found Tim on eBay. He has an eBay store. Doesn't really have his own website, but he has an eBay store that he's been selling antennas, handmade antennas on for a very long time. I bought a couple of them 3 or 4 years ago, used them on POTA, did really well. Opened a line of communication with Tim, and he and I talk over email kind of every now and then. Not regularly, but, more than just a few times. So, once again, I had mentioned something a minute ago about my mystery boxes. So, guess what? I am working with Tim to get some of these Aetherwave antennas into some future mystery boxes. They will not be in the next box, but they will be in a future box. Been working with him for the last month or two. It's going to be an antenna that looks something like this, and it's actually going to be stamped Ham Radio 2.0. He's making a version with an enclosure for me. And really looking forward to getting these into the mystery boxes. You can find his gear and many other handmade products at the Comms Depot. I spoke to Austin at Orlando Hamcation in early 2025. This is a website he put together that's sort of like Etsy, but it's specifically for ham radio related projects, ham adjacent, many actual ham radio products like the VGC radios you see here, antennas, dummy loads, other styles of antennas and that kind of thing, but some ham adjacent stuff here as well. But Aetherwave antennas, N9SAB antennas is number 6 in the list today of handmade products. I have used these antennas multiple times at POTA activations, and they've always worked well. I really like the way they're ruggedly designed and small and compact, how they fold up. And again, we're going to be including those in a mystery box sometime in early 2026. So, guys, let me know what you think about the list of these 6 items. I will put a link in the description below for everything we talked about today. 2 of these items are affiliate links, and one of them has a coupon. So the rest of them are just included there because they're products that I've used and I really, really like. So if you think I missed anything, if you think I should have included anything else, send me an email. You won't be able to put a link in the YouTube comments because I've blocked links because of all the spam bots that are out there. But give me the name of a product you think I should have included, a handmade product that you really like and enjoy, and maybe I'll include it in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, check out these videos over here, which YouTube thinks you want to watch next, 73.